Hey George, so you asked for some feedback on your updated store. I think I've recorded something a few months ago for you, but in essence, I think you've added some new interesting designs. Again, big difference would be to look at this on mobile. So tactically, there's some things I don't like for example, this is taking too much space, valuable real estate. This message is just a welcome message. It could be used for something more useful, like discounts and whatnot. But you know, this is not really like a headline, one of a kind, one of a kind. What um, shop all button is not really noticeable. So those are all like tactical things. The biggest thing, I guess, is like as a visitor, what is the site all about, and what does it have for me? So there's not like a theme that I can right away sense. Like, what is it? Is it for like what we try to do with Baltimore, Maryland fans only, or is it like an aquatic theme, or is it like an apparel brand? So it's kind of a little bit all over the place. So that's my main concern. So like basically, even our page that we tested, like we've seen this. Um, we try to kind of put everything on a same page, and this was heavily themed towards Maryland. So basically, like we had a few sales, but it wasn't super successful. I think what you could be, you know, working towards is like actually figure out who the brand is going to serve, and then address that as the brand. So I guess it's more of a branding than like direct response, which is more of my specialty. But just first example, something like I live in Toronto, so okay, well let's see this website. Like take a look. They're like they got different themes. So there's obviously like city based merch, and then there's some mental health. But even again, tactically, it's got like people wearing the product, so you see what it looks like in real life, and then just specifically, product pages. You got all of these different um, media. A little bit slow loading, but again, people wearing the product, and then there's like an overall theme to it. Like there's all the Toronto related stuff together. User generated pics. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that you could probably do a lot of tactical things to improve the store from the direct response perspective, but I think you go farther if you really think through your branding. Like who is your target demographic, and what are you trying to be to them? Like, are you talking to their pride, to their patriotism, to some sort of a social cause, um, or high fashion? Like that's the kind of branding stuff. Again, I'm not the biggest expert on it, but yeah, like it's not immediately obvious to me as an outsider looking in, arriving to this page, like what this is all about. Especially with the name, I'm sure you'll love your brand, but it will take some time to build that mental bridge between what does a fat rabbit have to do with Maryland, Baltimore, or whatever you're trying to do. And even this, I think this is from your restaurant bartender brand left over. So there's a lot of kind of questions, like where did I end up, and like what is it, like that's in my mind. Um, so yeah, that's kind of my overall impression. Again, tactically, there's definitely things you can do to get from like well, even that like says best sellers, but then the actual dog, I'm not able to buy it, so that's going to be a problem. And yeah, like you got a lot of unfinished little things here, and just a crap. Like, it doesn't give me how big it is. What's the perspective? Like, okay, it says here 6 by 4. But you know what? Like, see how this is really built. So I don't know, kind of all over the place, but I think yeah, there's definitely tactical improvements you can do, and there's a ton of them. But the biggest thing is branding, target audience, customer avatar, and your overall message. Like that's what you need to really um, finalize.